Thanks for watching Mod Master Drones. We maybe it should be called Mao 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 Master of Wings. I'm a wing addict right now. I want that Optera too. Shelby Vol has got me hooked on it, man. After watching him fly it, I want that Optera. It's got such a capacity in it, and it flies so well. You can just hook it up with some TBS, put a TBS core, um, put in Crossfire, and get yourself a TBS ground station, and you can go to the moon in that thing. Like seriously, you go fly your wing all the way down Mount Diablo and across Walnut Creek and come back, and you'd be chilling. I already got what I need. I got this right here. I got the Team Black Sheep. Why can't I think right now? Unify Pro V2, 800 milliwatt video transmitter. You plug that right into the core. TBS Core is a great product, so I suggest if you can get it, go ahead and do it because you're gonna like it. It gives you OSD that you need, base OSD, but your battery voltage, time, RSSI, all that good stuff. And then it also manages all your electronics seamlessly. Designated plugs for your camera and your VTX. And then it also has an auxiliary power port out to power all of your plane's electronics. As you can see, looking in mine, it gets a little messy. This RunCam is working real nice as long as it's broken, but if it's powered up through the airplane battery, it works. That's why you see I have to have what would usually be a VTX cable. For the RunCam, I've converted, see that's just a dead cable, and I've wired the power directly into my Octopus. I actually have two Octopuses in here. Ugh. But I have to run everything. The very first thing that comes out of the LiPo, though, from the auxiliary power port is the filter, which if you have a Theory W wing, you need one of these little filters that steps down the voltage and gives a nice even supply to your ancillary components. Okay, so directly from the filter it goes into the main Octopus, which powers the lights, my 600 milliwatt VTX, and lastly the RunCam. The VTX powers itself, the video transmitter, but it also has a lead. I don't know if you can see down in there, that lead goes to the camera. Really like this RunCam Swift. Oh my gosh, was it clear even in the cloudy, foggy. Please watch my last 4 videos I posted. They are some of my best flights are always in the crappiest weather, in my opinion. But it wasn't until after my first battery I burned that I looked down at my screen and I'm like, oh my gosh, even though I have reverse polarity antennas, it's crystal clear. I can see everything. So I started doing loops and laps and running low to the ground and then doing some freestyle, totally FPV. And the last 3 hacks I burned were almost entirely FPV. I just really had a blast. And was very impressed with my screen. It's basically on the level of like the Teleporter or the Attitude when you put it in the goggle. People complain about the box all the time, but it's got a good receiver in it, a very decent quality LCD screen, and as long as you have the right antenna on it, it works like a champ. And it's got a DVR, so you know, I am going to upgrade, but right now, it works. It works real good. So then, yeah, we got that going, and then we got the new silver one with the wider field of view which I'll be doing some test runs on. I haven't flown with it yet, but I will, and we'll get to see then compare. I'll do a comparison video to the 120 degree field of view that I get off the standard run cam, the one of mine that's defective, and then the 170 degree field of view for my brand new one. And it should be an interesting comparison. What else do we have going on? So tomorrow is the Tiny Whoop race. Very excited. Very excited. My battery should be charged well. Hi-Tech X4. I'll do a little review on this charger here. This is a unique charger. As you can see, it's got everything you need for your one cells. Your Molex, reverse Molex, so your Hudson style batteries plug right in. Just make sure your polarization, they got plus and minus right there, are in the correct spot. Okay. It also charges up to 4 at a time. And just see here, give you a demonstration. I think this one's already full, but we'll give it a try. We'll trickle some in. You just plug it in the top like that. You can set a dial here from anywhere from 0.1 up to a full amp, and I will do it at 2. You hold the start button, and it starts charging. So you can see it's already pretty much full. It's at 4.18 volts there, 4.2. I was going to say it's full in just a second. But this also has for the larger port. So for the upgraded Tiny Whoop batteries, the high voltage, you can charge 4 of those at once. All the Hudson style 600 milliwatt, not 600 milliwatt, 600 milliamp hour, 3.7 volts, or is it higher voltage than that? The bigger 1S battery that I just showed you with the Molex connector charges those very nicely. And this really gives the best charge in the battery. I did some test flights already, and my Tiny Whoop is performing better than it ever had. I mean, those USB chargers, I'm sorry, those are garbage. That's why they only cost $5 or $7 or whatever. Those things just don't charge the battery like they should. You'll be lucky if you get a clean charge. So I feel like at least I'll be ready for the race tomorrow, battery-wise. And I got 2 good whoops to get it done with. Maybe I'll even FPV up my little Parrot here and bring that in too. That could be fun. And then, so we are getting our mini quad. We're on a mini quad mission this week. We're going to get our SPCX90 rolling again. This is this really cool X-style carbon fiber frame, 10 millimeter motors, quad. You can see on Drone Camps RC, one of my favorite guys on YouTube, Justin Davis, does an excellent review on this. I flew it a few times and had a blast. I was not prepared for. I was thinking, like it's like the same size as an inductor. So you're thinking it's going to kind of. And since we've been flying these inductors like crazy. I mean, I knew it had the bigger motors, but it's a heavier quad. So I was like, it'll probably be a fair trade-off. No, this thing's a bat out of hell, and you can fly this outdoors no problem. Mine, in a crash, the camera came undone, so I just need to rewire the camera, and my battery connector came undone. That's very easy. I just have a little soldering to do, and I'll be good to go again. And you can see here, they actually have plug-and-play motors in there, and my rear right motor came unplugged. But there's the receiver right here. There's a bind button somewhere. Is that it? Oh man. This is a tricky quad, but it's really cool once you get it dialed in. I got mine with the DSMX because I have Spectrum protocol radio, and but this is a really cool quad, and you do rubber bands across the bottom to hold the battery in. What the hell? Oh, see, battery full. So it lets you know. Hold it down, stop it, pull it out, and yeah, X4 for your tiny whoops, or any 1S batteries if you use these for your micro cameras and whatever. Works pretty awesome. So yeah, once I do the solder work, basically, we'll be good to go on that again. I got 2 cameras to go on quads. Beep and boop. And then we're dialed in. And we'll have 3 mini quads. Oh yeah, and then the GB100. I think I figured it out. Where's my GB100? I was going to show you guys that one too. I know I'm like master of mini quads. You should have done my name, not master drones, master of mini quads. And minis everywhere. But I've had these for a while actually. Just this one broke, and then I didn't have the right size motor, I didn't think, but it turns out I do. Oh yeah, I blew up a 1 cell, it's great. See how that thing's... Don't do that, kids. Oh yeah, you can see I went back to the original double blade prop. Really had a blast. It's a super, that's the fastest with that prop. It's just bad out of hell. But this guy, it might not be the exact size. It might be a little bit bigger. There's 710 that are supposed to be in there, and this is pretty dang close. I had a busted one somewhere. Oh shoot, who knows where it went. The busted one? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody see that busted one? Oh, there's the camera. See how tiny it is? And here's the other camera. 2 teeny tiny cameras. Lost my electrical tape today. It's been a rough one. Good flying though. Real good flying. So yeah, back to that. Here, we'll just take off the prop. Close enough. Probably use the original wiring too, maybe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, it's... Aha! It's this kind. So... See how easy this is going to be? I'm going to do this tonight. I'm going to get my quad working again. Yeah. Oh, it is totally a bigger motor. But it'll work. Gonna have to cram it in there. It'll be nice and tight. Tight. Yeah. you guys with a build video, especially when you can't really see what I'm looking at because the head is up here and everything. But pretty cool. We got 3 RunCam batteries now total, so we'll never be running out of juice anymore on this bad boy. And then we got a backup, but it's got to have an alternate power source. So it works good on flying stuff till it breaks, you know, completely. But sometimes we have sound with it, sometimes we don't. It did get buggy on one of my flights. I had to shake out the battery even though it was being externally powered. Just weird. But I was able to turn on the Wi-Fi after the flights and download the videos real quick after each one to make sure I didn't lose them. So it's working. So thanks for watching, Mod. Please subscribe. We got a Tiny Whoop race tomorrow that I'll be broadcasting a video about, and some other cool stuff. So keep whooping and keep flying. Have a good one, people. That sounded really dumb. God, I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.